Just yesterday, a report shook an entire neighborhood. An energetic 76-year-old man named Gerald, known for his love of gardening and daily walks, suddenly collapsed the moment he got out of bed. There were no health warnings, no alarming signs, just a seemingly normal morning that took a dangerous turn. What began as an ordinary start to the day became a shocking reminder that this could happen to anyone. And the truth is, Gerald's case is not rare. Each day, countless older adults repeat simple morning habits that appear harmless, but are, in fact, silently wearing down their strength, damaging circulation, speeding up the aging process, and increasing the risk of injuries, heart complications, and sudden falls. These tiny actions, especially within the first few minutes after waking, can determine whether you begin the day full of energy and confidence or put yourself at risk for serious health setbacks. In this video, I'm going to uncover the top 5 morning mistakes that many seniors unknowingly make. More importantly, I'll give you easy, science-backed tips to fix them, so you can start your day with more vitality, balance, mental clarity, and freedom in your body. Please watch until the end, because the 5th mistake is the most harmful, yet hardly anyone knows about it. This unnoticed habit is silently chipping away at the well-being of thousands. If you find this helpful, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to receive life-changing advice every week. And comment below, "Today, I choose to protect my strength and health every day." That simple sentence is your personal promise to age with purpose. Now, picture this. You wake up, open your eyes, and instinctively launch yourself out of bed. It feels normal, routine, automatic. But this single motion could be the hidden cause behind dizziness, fractures, even heart strain. What feels like urgency could actually be your body's first danger of the day. Once people reach their mid-60s, their circulatory system becomes more sluggish, responding more slowly to sudden movements. That's why getting up too quickly in the morning can become a silent threat, one that many don't recognize until an accident occurs. During sleep, the body stays motionless for hours. Blood flow slows down, blood pressure drops naturally, and muscles enter a deeply relaxed state. When you suddenly rise without allowing your body time to adjust, it triggers a rapid blood pressure drop, medically known as orthostatic hypotension. This condition prevents blood from reaching the brain efficiently, which can lead to dizziness, blurred vision, leg weakness, and even fainting. Every year, countless older adults, many of whom are otherwise healthy, fall in their own bedrooms simply because they stood up too fast without giving their bodies time to wake up properly. What makes this so dangerous is how quietly it happens. There's no dramatic warning. It might start with a brief visual blur, a moment of unsteadiness, or a sudden short breath. Because these symptoms feel minor, many brush them off, until a serious injury forces them to pay attention. According to research, falls in the morning are one of the top contributors to fractures and hospital stays among older adults. The sad part is that many of these incidents could be prevented by spending just a few extra moments preparing the body right after waking. In Buddhist traditions, getting up is seen as more than a physical act. It's a mindful ritual. Monks believe that how you wake sets the rhythm of the entire day, and ultimately, the tone of your life. They teach to awaken the body slowly and respectfully. Deep breathing, small movements, and gentle stretches while still in bed. These ancient practices, now supported by science, are proven to help reduce the risk of falls and protect cardiovascular health. So what should you do? As soon as you open your eyes, take a few slow, deep breaths. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your ankles and wrists gently. Then, roll to one side and slowly sit up. place your feet flat on the floor and rest for 20 to 30 seconds, lightly rotating your feet and moving your shoulders. Only after your body feels balanced should you stand up, slowly, with intention. This simple morning routine, taking less than 2 minutes, may be the very thing that protects you from dangerous falls, painful injuries, or even weeks of recovery. It's the quiet difference between beginning your day in safety or leaving it up to chance. While you're asleep, your body never stops working. Your heart continues to beat, your lungs keep breathing, and your cells go through constant repair. This unceasing internal activity quietly depletes water levels, even if you don't feel it. So by the time you open your eyes in the morning, your body is already mildly dehydrated. Unfortunately, many older adults don't recognize this fact. They get up and go about their morning without drinking any water, unknowingly triggering a silent chain of health risks. Thicker blood, slower circulation, irregular blood pressure, and over time, higher chances of strokes, heart attacks, and sudden falls. What's more alarming is that the natural sense of thirst diminishes with age. That means you could be dehydrated without ever feeling thirsty. And still, many begin their day with coffee, take medications, or skip fluids altogether, putting added pressure on a circulatory system that already functions more slowly with age. As the blood thickens, the heart is forced to pump harder, increasing strain on a body that's already working overtime. It's a quiet cycle that gradually erodes energy and resilience. Consider the story of Mr. Samuel, 78 years old. A retired teacher, he stayed active, enjoyed gardening, and took daily walks. But he started waking up with headaches, fatigue, and lightheadedness. He chalked it up to aging, until one morning he collapsed near his back door. Doctors found that he was suffering from mild dehydration and elevated blood pressure. The solution was simple: a glass of water by his bed. Within weeks of drinking it each morning, his symptoms faded. According to ancient Buddhist wisdom, the body must be nourished before it acts. Water is seen as sacred, a vital energy that cleanses and prepares the body to move with intention. Drinking water first thing in the morning is more than just a biological necessity. It is an act of honoring the body, which carries you through life. This ancient wisdom, long practiced in traditional cultures, now finds strong support in modern scientific research. Hydrating right after waking helps boost circulation, regulate blood pressure, and improve mental sharpness. So, what should you do when you open your eyes? Before you think about checking your phone, turning on the news, or making coffee, reach for a glass of water. Keep it close to your bed, so it's easy to access. If drinking a full glass feels difficult, begin with a few small sips. You can even add a few drops of lemon juice to gently awaken your digestive system. And keep in mind, thirst is not the first sign, but a late warning. The best protection is to hydrate before your body starts asking. This one simple habit can act as a quiet guardian of your health for years to come. For many people, the real start of the day is marked by that first warm cup of coffee. The scent, the heat between your hands, the comfort. It feels almost ritualistic. But here's something most overlook. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach, especially after age 60, may quietly do more harm than good. The danger isn't immediate. It creeps in slowly, building over time like an unseen crack weakening your foundation. After a full night's fast, your body wakes up with low blood sugar, empty reserves, and a stomach that's highly sensitive. When you pour coffee into this vulnerable state, you sharply raise stomach acid levels. Without any food to buffer it, that acid begins to irritate and inflame the stomach lining. This can lead to gastritis, reflux, discomfort, and even ulcers, especially for older adults with digestive sensitivities. Consider the case of Mr. Allen, 74, a retired librarian. For decades, his mornings began with black coffee and nothing else. Over time, he noticed stomach pain, heartburn, and bloating. Only after seeing a nutritionist did he make a small change, eating a banana or toast before coffee. And just weeks later, the symptoms faded. He began having a small bite to eat before drinking his morning coffee, sometimes a slice of whole grain toast, other times a banana or a few almonds. Within just a few weeks, the stomach discomfort he had lived with for years vanished. In the teachings of Buddhist monks, there is a guiding principle worth remembering. Before stimulating the body, one must first nourish and prepare it. That's why, even during periods of deep meditation and spiritual focus, monks begin with a light meal. They recognize that the body's inner harmony is delicate, and that energy should be nurtured, not abruptly disturbed. This mindful approach helps protect not only the digestive system, but also supports heart health and emotional balance. So what should you do? Before sipping your coffee, eat something gentle and nutrient-rich. It doesn't need to be a full breakfast, just a small foundation like a handful of walnuts, some yogurt, or a piece of fruit can make all the difference. This small act can ease digestion, reduce silent discomfort, and even enhance your overall energy, mood, and sleep over time. It's a practice grounded in wisdom that spans generations. Strengthen the body before asking it to perform. Now, let's talk about another common issue. Many older adults feel a bit stiff in the morning, tightness in the knees, back, or shoulders, but often dismiss it and go about their day. The trouble is, this stiffness isn't just a mild annoyance. It's your body's quiet way of saying, "Go slow. I need care." Ignoring it can lead to strains, pulled muscles, or even serious falls, especially after 60, when recovery is harder. At night, your body stays still for hours. Circulation slows, muscles go limp, and joint fluids settle. If you jump out of bed too fast, you're asking unprepared joints and sleepy muscles to support you. That's when injuries happen. This creates the ideal conditions for minor tears, sprains, and joint imbalances that may later result in dangerous falls. Most of the time, these injuries develop quietly, without immediate pain, but their effects build up over time. Let me share with you the story of Mrs. Elaine, 77 years old. She had always been independent and loved her early morning routine. Each day began with her tidying up her garden and preparing breakfast. But she noticed her legs feeling unusually heavy upon waking, yet continued rushing straight to the bathroom. One morning, her knees suddenly gave out. She stumbled and landed hard against the corner of a cabinet. Luckily, she didn't suffer a fracture, but the experience left her shaken. Mrs. Elaine spent weeks relying on her daughter's help, nervous about standing on her own, simply because she hadn't given her body the time it needed to fully reawaken. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a concept known as conscious awakening. It teaches that when you rise, your body and mind are transitioning between rest and action. Rushing through this moment is considered a lack of respect for your body's natural rhythm. That's why monks spend the first minutes of their day doing light stretches, slow breathing, and mindful movements. This gentle transition supports not only physical health, but also emotional resilience and mental clarity. So, what should you do when you wake? Take a few extra minutes to let your body catch up. While lying down, wiggle your toes and fingers, rotate your ankles gently, and stretch your arms above your head. Sit slowly at the edge of your bed, stretch your spine, and move your neck from side to side. These simple actions wake up your circulation, protect your joints, and re-engage your balance system. Just 2 or 3 minutes spent this way each morning can extend your years of mobility and independence. It's your body's quiet request for respect, and its promise of sustained vitality. Now we reach the most harmful morning habit of all, the one so subtle many don't even realize they're doing it. It's the habit of standing up with poor posture, shoulders slumped, head drooping, chest collapsed. This silent mistake slowly robs you of strength, breath, and balance. It's a posture that, beyond creating an impression of frailty, restricts your breathing, compresses internal organs, and disrupts your body's natural balance. In effect, you begin your day with shallow breaths, compromised stability, and unnecessary strain on muscles and joints. This combination significantly increases the risk of dizziness, stumbles, and serious accidents during your first waking hour. Poor posture upon waking has deep, often unnoticed consequences. When your rib cage is compressed, your lungs can't expand fully, reducing oxygen intake. With less oxygen, your body produces less energy, leaving you more tired and mentally foggy. On top of that, a slouched upper body interferes with your digestive system, slowing bowel movement and contributing to bloating, gas, and even chronic constipation. But it goes further. Scientific research confirms that posture impacts not only physical health, but also emotional well-being and cognitive function. The more hunched your posture, the higher your risk of experiencing sadness, mental fatigue, and low self-esteem. And it all begins silently, often from the very first steps out of bed. Let me introduce you to Mr. Thomas, age 80, a retired piano teacher who enjoyed morning walks and cherished his time reading to his grandchildren. Over time, he unknowingly started rising from bed, with his back rounded and eyes fixed on the floor. It began with mild dizziness. Then, he stumbled in the hallway. Eventually, he suffered a painful fall that kept him in recovery for months. The problem? That forward-leaning posture gradually weakened his sense of balance and delayed his reflexes to small changes in movement. What appeared to be just a habit turned out to be a hidden risk. According to Buddhist philosophy, posture reflects your inner life force. Starting your day upright, with your spine aligned, shoulders back, and gaze forward, isn't vanity. It's a form of self-respect. It's health in motion. It helps preserve the strength of your muscles, the alignment of your bones, the flow of your breath, and even the clarity of your thoughts. Rising with mindfulness and grace in the morning is one of the quiet secrets to aging with strength, awareness, and independence. So, what should you do? Before standing up, while still sitting on the edge of your bed, take a moment to stretch your spine, as if you're gently trying to grow taller. Breathe in deeply. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest slightly, and align your chin so it's parallel with the floor. When you place your feet firmly on the ground, keep your torso tall and your gaze forward, never downward. Each step you take in those first few minutes should be done with intention, feeling your body awaken and align as one unit. This minor adjustment in posture can do more than protect your body. It nurtures your mental clarity, boosts your confidence, and strengthens your daily connection to life itself. Never underestimate how you begin your day. Those first movements set the tone for how you age. More importantly, they influence your ability to remain active, independent, and fully alive, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally. Practicing good posture each morning is a quiet gift you offer yourself, one that will quietly shape your future. Perhaps, after hearing all this, a part of you thought, "But I've always done it this way, and I've been fine." That reaction is perfectly normal. As humans, we often confuse familiarity with safety. If nothing bad has happened yet, we assume it won't. But the body doesn't work like that. It's more like a suspension bridge, holding up just fine until tiny cracks, slowly formed over time, finally give way. The danger of time is its silence. Bad habits rarely cause immediate harm. Instead, they erode your circulation, weaken your balance, reduce strength, and slow your reaction time. Outwardly, everything looks okay, but internally, small misalignments, unnoticed strains, and minor losses in flexibility start stacking up, weakening the structure that keeps you independent. Then, one day, a fall, a fainting spell, or a medical scare seems to strike out of nowhere, when, in truth, it was years in the making. In many Eastern philosophies, including Buddhist teachings, there is a timeless saying: "The small things you do today, quietly, almost without noticing, are what build or slowly erode your tomorrow." Every act of self-care, every gentle gesture toward your body, is like planting a seed. And just like a tree takes time to grow or wither, your body quietly reflects the results of your daily choices over the years. That's why morning habits are not trivial. They are deeply tied to your future freedom. If until now you've jumped out of bed without thinking, skipped hydration, reached for coffee on an empty stomach, or moved too quickly, it doesn't mean you're beyond help. In fact, the human body is remarkably resilient. When you begin making the right changes, no matter your age, it responds. Even the smallest shift can interrupt harmful patterns and steer your health in a new direction. It's like steering a massive ship. A tiny adjustment in the beginning may seem insignificant, but over time, it can completely change your course. So instead of saying, "It won't happen to me," ask yourself, what kind of future do I want to create starting today? Because the truth is, whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, as long as you're alive, you still have time to do things differently. And every mindful action you take now is an investment in your freedom, your strength, and your capacity to enjoy life. If you've made it this far, it means you're already different. While others continue out of habit, you've chosen the path of awareness, and that alone is a powerful step. Recognizing how the smallest daily behaviors shape your long-term well-being is the first move toward a stronger, brighter future. It's not age that dictates how we live. It's the choices we make each day. Now you see the truth. What seems small, rising slowly, drinking water, eating before coffee, moving mindfully, is actually huge. These small actions form the hidden structure that supports your balance, your strength, and your independence. And sadly, most people don't understand how vital they are until they've already lost them. But you don't have to wait until that moment. Right now, you already hold the power to redirect the path of your own story. Each morning brings with it a fresh chance to plant seeds of strength, balance, and protection for the days ahead. You don't need to do it perfectly. You don't need a dramatic change. What matters is starting from a place of respect. Respect for the body that carries you, the life that still flows within you, and the chapters of your story still waiting to be lived with joy and freedom. The more you honor these seemingly small moments, the more your body will respond with vitality, clarity, and presence. Getting older doesn't have to mean fading away. It can mean becoming wiser, more grounded, and more at peace. And if something you heard today touched your heart, know this: it wasn't a coincidence. Life constantly offers us signs. We just have to be open enough to notice them. Maybe this message is one of those signs, a gentle reminder that your story isn't finished yet, and you still have every right to write it with purpose, compassion, and strength. Your body is your original home, and every caring action you take is a way to thank it for everything it has already done for you. So, if you feel inspired, go ahead and click like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more content designed to help you live a fuller, more vibrant life. And comment below, I choose to take care of my health every day, starting with the small things. Because that statement is more than a comment. It's a promise to yourself, a promise to build the future you truly deserve.